So, you know, magic is a funny thing, but I do have to say, I have to admit I am not a magician. However, I am a witch. Yes, in case you're wondering, my Hogwarts house is Gryffindor. Yes, very brave, very loyal. Phoenix hair, a bit of dragon tail. Yeah, okay, I would amaze you with what a nerd I am, so I will stop. But, keep going, a fellow nerd, why thank you. Are there any other Harry Potter fans in the house? Okay. We are, yes. We are meant for each other. You know, something about me, I admit that I get nervous every single night before I come on stage. And, you know, ever since I was a little tiny kid, I started playing the violin when I was 6 years old. And before my recitals in front of like 5 other students, I remember just being petrified. And I've kind of come to realize that no matter what I do, I cannot take that fear out of myself. It's just a part of me. And if it hasn't gone away in 20 some odd years, I don't think it's going anywhere. However, before I come on stage every night, rather than trying to take the fear out of myself, I have learned that if I fill myself with so much positivity, it makes it so there's almost no more room left for the fear to exist. And I do this every single night before I come on stage. I meditate, I pray, I do visualization exercises, imagining how I want to perform, and it allows me to walk on this stage with confidence. And, you know, this concept of, I guess this approach is an approach to life that actually changed my life when I was in college. This whole idea of not worrying about what I want to change and take out of myself, but focusing on what I want to add to myself. And it's because when I was in college, I actually suffered from severe depression and anorexia. And at this time, I can honestly say that I hated myself. I hated looking in the mirror because I hated everything that I saw looking back at me. And, you know, I started, you know, no matter what I did, I guess, I could not take this self-hatred out of myself, no matter what I did. And so I started going to therapy, and then group therapy. And then I started reading books, and I started listening to positive podcasts, and I started basically taking care of my mind into a part-time job, almost a full-time job. And I filled myself with so much positivity that after a while, my brain started to believe the things I was saying. And after a while, I was so full of self-love that there wasn't very much room left. Then there was no room left for this self-hatred. And we all deserve happiness. Sometimes I really do feel like happiness is something that maybe takes work for some of us more than others, but I think that it's sometimes, in my case now, happiness is something that takes a little bit of maintenance, because I've realized I'm prone to depression. However, if I now have built up the tools in my life so that happiness is a choice, and it's something that I have the opportunity to choose every day so that my depression won't win. And I fill myself with positivity. And this really did change my life. And this next song is kind of about this concept. It's about finding light inside of you and nurturing it and growing it. Because you cannot take darkness out of a dark room. It's actually scientifically impossible. However, you can fill a room with light. And so, that's what this next song is about. And everyone in the audience, okay. Lumos Maximus. There we go! I knew this wasn't broken. All right, so in other words, for all the rest of you, put your lights in the air. Let's fill this place with light. All right, oh, it's so pretty. All right.